Behavioral and/or performance objectives. Your discussion question this week asks you to describe a developmentally appropriate circle time or group time activity. This is the beginning of lesson planning for you that are prospective teachers or those of you that are already in the field. When you plan lessons, you need a plan, a goal. In educational terms, this is referred to as your objective. You will see it referred to as behavioral objectives or performance objectives. To help you write one for this discussion question, I've prepared this short presentation. What exactly is an objective? It's clear, unambiguous, a description of your educational expectations. What do you want your students to learn? What do you expect from your students? And it is written in behavioral terms, so it describes specifically what you do expect. An objective, therefore, has three components: the conditions of performance, the student behavior expected, and the performance criteria, or, as we'll see later on, the standards. A clearly stated objective is useful to the extent that it conveys to others a picture of what a successful learner will be able to do that is identical to the picture that the writer of the objective has in mind. Let's look at behavioral terms and how exactly to write an objective. You're going to begin each of your objectives with an action verb. These that I have shown here are examples of action verbs. You can list something, recognize something, draw something, question something, assemble something, collect something, prepare something, select something. These are all action words. Okay. Secondly, you're going to state the objective in terms of student performance rather than teacher performance. What must the student do? Not what you're going to do as a teacher, but what must the student do? You're going to state each objective as a learning product. In other words, the outcome or what it will look like when it has been completed. What will you be able to measure or observe so you know that the child has accomplished this particular behavior? It should only have one outcome or behavior in each objectives. You will find many times that objectives have several, but in the beginning, it's important that you only state one outcome or one behavior. You're looking for one thing in each objectives. And of course, as stated before, they must be clear and very brief. All right, let's look at a few examples. Using concrete models, which can be counting cubes, plastic rings, almost any manipulative that you might have in your classroom, the child will count 5 objects correctly 100% of the time. So you have all 3 of the conditions in this example. During a conversation in group time, child will explore the concept of family by comparing and contrasting their own family with those of his or her classmate. That clearly defines what you have in mind for this child. During a confrontation with a classmate, the child will demonstrate emotion vocabulary and a beginning understanding of the levels of feelings. And of course, emotion vocabulary just simply means words that you are going to give the child to help them be better able to express themselves. Something as simple as, I am angry, we try not to say I am mad because in olden days that meant that you were crazy. I don't like what you're doing. Um, Most of our work as early childhood teachers are giving children the correct words. So that basically is writing an objective. I've put the Florida standards in your module if you want to begin to look through those we will visit those again when we deal with our activities in a future project. So if you want to look at those to kind of look at what you need to achieve when you're in a preschool setting, I think you would find that very helpful. As usual, any questions or concerns, just let me know.